Greetings, all my humble boys, girls, and of course, gifted animals. How are you today? I'm doing well. This is, of course, your humblest and spiciest of uncles coming at you, live in my time. I don't know when I'll come at your time. That's up to the production crew and various other demographic factors that I don't look into. I'm the talent. Anyway, what are we doing today? Pizza Hut has a very interesting new wing flavor out. Now, I've never reviewed their wings, I don't believe, but I have had them before, and I was never impressed with them. I've had both the boneless and the bone-in, and both of them are just kind of but this one in particular is a Jim Beam Spice Bourbon Barbecue, or something very similar to that. I'm just watching March Madness, so I figured I'd get myself a pizza. They have a $5 value meal thing. So I decided to get a medium pepperoni pizza and these wings. So let's go ahead and try it out. $5 is not a bad price, of course, after delivery, and I tip. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 8. My math is right, and that's all right. $5 for 8 wings, it's all right. It's not too bad. But we'll try out these bourbon barbecue wings with, of course, Jim Beam bourbon. Yeah, back on the sauce again, as the internet critics might say. So bourbon wings. These are boneless, incidentally. Okay. It smells almost, this is going to sound weird, kind of like a sweet potato casserole. Now, I know that's a very ridiculous thing, but it does have a hint of, oh, I got some on my nose. Look at that. Don't have any napkins, of course. But yeah, it smells very sweet and distinct almost to a sweet potato casserole, kind of like if you were having it at Thanksgiving, mixed with barbecue, of course, but that's the first smell that comes to mind. And of course, they're not crunchy. The wing quality is just, maybe they should design a new box or something to keep them a little bit more formative and, you know, crunchier. I was trying to find another adjective or verb, but didn't work. Anyway, the taste is a sweet, spicy barbecue. I mean, bourbon in general is a sweeter liquor. So, and by sweeter, I don't mean, it's globs of sugar. But compared to, let's say, a vodka or even tequila, bourbon has a sweeter, syrupy mouthfeel, almost a glycerin mouthfeel, as wine connoisseurs would probably say. Oh, that was good. We'll edit that out, not really. So when you eat this, it does kind of have that bourbony, sweet hickory flavor. However, where I think the link to this sweet potato casserole that I compared it to lies within a brown sugary, molassesy almost kind of flavoring to it, which makes this a sweeter version of possibly Jim Beam right here, artificially that is. So it's not true to the actual flavor of bourbon. There's hints of it, sure, but it's very artificial in the sweetness factor. But to Pizza Hut's credit, aside from the abysmal crunchy factor of boneless wings that I expect them to be basically crisp chicken nuggets with some sauce on them, that's all they are really. when you compare this to kind of the aftermath, if you will, the undertones of the taste, they're similar, which is cool. It's somewhat unique in that when you're drinking both at the same time, you can definitely see the resemblance. Now, if I didn't have this humble chalice of bourbon, I don't think I'd be able to pick up on that. But since the flavors do match at a kind of a fundamental level, aside from the masking of whatever this is, brown sugar, molasses, there is something there that is definitely tying this together, which is really neat. I've never quite experienced something like that before. So I recommend, if you're going to try this, you can kind of drink a glass of bourbon like I do while eating this, and it actually will go well together because there's a baseline flavor that really won't contradict, like me drinking bourbon with pizza, let's say. So there is a bourbon type of flavor in here. Is it really Jim Beam bourbon? I don't know. I mean, they are licensed to use the name, so I imagine that there's some kind of link there. So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you eat one of these, you taste an immediate sweetness, like a brown sugary sweetness, mixed with a little bit of spice towards the end, but there's a baseline kind of hickory bourbony taste, which is not a bad flavor. It's just a bad wing. So take this sauce and then add it to something that's actually high quality. You might have a winner. This isn't terrible for Pizza Hut now. I mean, I've never really had a good wing from Pizza Hut, but this is the first good flavor that they have presented to your humble uncle. So having said all that, I'm okay with it. I think it's a great idea, especially for yours truly, who makes a living on getting sauced up on camera, and specifically bourbon, and talking about food items while watching the NCAA tournament, and how my pick, Michigan State, lost in the first round to the 15th seed. How that happens, I have no idea. But, it is what it is. We must grieve and move on, in the wise words of whoever said that. So let's go ahead and rate all this a respectable Pizza Hut. Now, just get the wing quality right, and this will be a dang good product. I almost said a curse word, but I will not. So we're going to go ahead and, quit rambling on. Why am I rambling? I don't know. 7.0913. And yeah, I know you're saying, Uncle, oh my God, you're so strict, and oh my goodness, Uncle, 7's good? Yeah, 7's good because, we defy conventions here at the Spicy Karl family of networks. Anyway, I hope you're having a great, in my case, Sunday fun day. Don't know if this will be up Sunday, but if it's up early in the week, I hope you're having a good early of the week. So anyway, God bless. Hope to see you again. And as always, your casual uncle bids you farewell and asks you to take care. Until next time.